What's up everybody, 49's Fine, back at you again today with another precious metals video. And today, I wanted to talk about a beautiful idea with an ugly price tag. Today, we're going to talk about GoldBacks. Let me preface this video by stating this is not financial advice, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research and make your decisions based upon that. So like I said, GoldBacks, they're absolutely gorgeous. They feel amazing in the hand. They have a pretty noise to them, but I just don't think that they'll ever be practical in a barter or trade scenario. GoldBacks are a really nice idea because it provides everyone a way to get a hold of hyperfractional gold for the use of things like trade and barter. And it's beautiful the way that they design these. It's beautiful and very smart how they denominated each piece. Like this one goldback is 1/1000th of a troy ounce, and this 5 goldback is a 1/200th of a troy ounce. It's a very cool idea. It's a very interesting approach that has been taken. The presentation of this is absolutely beautiful. It's gold. Everything about it feels valuable. But the main problem with this is the fact that you're going to have to explain a lot to whoever you're trying to trade with in order for them to understand what the heck this is. People already have a difficult time, everyday people that don't stack already have somewhat of a difficult time understanding what 1 ounce of silver is worth. Most people aren't even remotely familiar with this stuff. And then when you factor in GoldBacks, that gets even more difficult. Number one, you're going to have to explain the value of 1 ounce of gold. Number two, you're going to have to explain the amounts of each and every goldback. Number three, you're going to have to explain exchange rates. Number four, you're going to have to explain the premium that is placed on these. The premium on goldbacks are higher than most any other regular bullion that you could ever buy. I don't even know if I consider this bullion. This just kind of seems like a negotiable instrument. In fact, it says that on the front, negotiable instrument. So you're going to have to explain all of these things for people to understand remotely what it is. And the problem when you're having to explain things to just about every single person that you're trying to trade or barter with means that you're going to go through a ton of effort just to use this stuff. You're going to spend a lot of time just trying to use this stuff. And as you're explaining this, no matter how good you are at explaining what goldbacks are, the person that you're teaching is just going to be sitting there thinking, I'm going to have to explain this to the next person that I try to barter with if I'm going to use goldbacks. They're not going to want it. Even once they do understand it and they do see the utility and how cool it is, they're still probably not going to want it because they know they're going to have to explain to the next guy everything that they just learned in order to use this stuff. And with all of that being said, before you even get to the point where you're ready to barter with it, before you have, a wallet filled up with this stuff, you need to look at the fact that the premiums are very high. You're almost never going to get a return on this stuff. It's going to take a very, very long time just to break even on something like a goldback. You're much, much better off getting a hold of 1 ounce of silver. It's much more simple, the premiums are way lower, and it just makes more sense. It says 1 ounce, 3/9 fine silver, and we even have silver that's backed by sovereign governments to help authenticate it. Like, I'm just of the opinion that if you're trying to decide between goldbacks and silver, silver is the way to go 10 times out of 10. In terms of bartering, in terms of being able to hold small amounts of wealth that can be used for small purchases, this is the way to go. You're going to lose your wallet trying to buy this, and then however long later, whether it's 6 months or a year later, turning around and using it for barter, you're going to lose your money through the premiums that you pay on this stuff. And I know what maybe some of you are thinking is, well, 4 9s, if you never tell anybody about this, if you never educate anybody about this, nobody's ever going to learn about it. The way that we add utility to this form of currency is by teaching everybody and helping everybody become familiarized with it. And I hear you on that. I really do. But what has to happen before that is every single state in the United States needs to come out with this. Every single state. It has to become relevant in our culture. Goldbacks have to become commonplace in our culture. And I think there's only like 8 or 9 states that are making these right now. And that's not enough for the common people to understand what it is. Even if, silver stacking channels spent every day making videos about goldbacks, it's still not going to be enough for everyone, the common people, to understand what this stuff is. Every single state needs to start making these if we want to ever have any hope of this stuff working. If you were to try to hand somebody this and it says 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold, they're going to be so confused. They're going to be so confused. And then if you did manage to use it for barter, guess what? You're losing your ass on premiums. Sorry for cussing. But that's what I wanted to talk about today, guys. It's a beautiful idea with an ugly price tag and a whole bunch of explanation required. But maybe one day, all the states in the United States will have their own version of goldbacks. It'll catch on in the news, and more people will start buying it. If there were as many people buying these as many people that are buying silver and regular gold bullion, then it would start to have a little bit of weight in regards to bartering and trading. And I think the premiums would go down because the volume of goldbacks that are being purchased by people will go way up, and that'll help drop the premium some. But yeah, that's not going to happen until every single state in the country has their own version of this stuff. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.